Alright peeps, welcome back to Fireside. In the last episode we got this beautiful 10 tank system up and running and we already have water in one of them. Look at what Beavers knocking about Gannon from the Housing Estate doing to the farms and everything. I'm actually somewhat surprised they got water in here already. We must have had some left in with automated slurpers that you can see up there. If I hop up you'll be able to see some automated slurper action. Well, I mean they're not slurping at the moment because we've got knee bloody water on the crack. Due to the fact that we are in the middle of a drought. Cycle 24, day 24. We still have 11,000 water, which used to be our peak, but now we can store 35,000. We're doing canny on with food. Therefore, I reckon it's a good idea to unpause with Apple Pie Bakery. We're fully stocked on radishes and beets, so we're definitely unpausing the beet and radish juice press. We're full on with corn storage, so get juice in the corn. And I don't see any bonus bell peppers in storage, and we just unlocked the apple pie shop, so we're going to leave those two presses paused for now. But before we get too far into this episode, let me tell you what we're going to be doing this episode. As our builder beavers are banging away showing us here, we're going to be completing the tree. That's our primary goal. And then our secondary goal involves deleting this medium water tank here. Because our beavers are going to be proper tunneling away under here. And I mean proper tunneling away. And this can just be a regular out high priority, nout special about it. Whereas all of this run here is getting maximum priorities. Including the bottom row TNTs because the water level's well below them there. Now my tertiary goal of this episode is to get the entire Housing Estate unpaused, and we're going to be starting that unpause mission by unpausing everything at the tippity top here. Now don't worry, as you can see by the lights, we've still got a lot of dwellings that are paused here. We still have a little bit of work to be done before our beavers are fully back at it. And I've also just realised my mistake over here. Tunnel on the side, and then we'll blow everything up. Well, with that all fixed now, let's drop back to the tippity top, get into speed 3 while I try and figure out how I'm gonna bloody do this here like. I reckon I'm happy with that. We just need to repeat this the whole way on both of these levels here. Now while the beavers are busily getting all of this up and running, I want to come down here and make this industrial area just a tad more efficient. First of all, we're going to need the explosives factory up and running. And I have just maximum prioritised this underground tank, so we should see a beaver banging away in the corner and getting it blasted in. Yeah, now that wasn't the most ideal speedy up bit. The beaver was right on the corner of the frame, but I did see us getting some explosives in. I'm bloody happy with that, like. Alright, pal, you been busy not planting any trees because you've got any hydrated earth to plant them on? I've bloody turned off box for cutting trees over here. Pal, these are apple trees. Definitely be cutting them. I may please stop. Don't cut the tree down. And while I'm remembering I need to start switching some cut trees off, I'm doing the tippity top here and all. You know what, why don't we have ourselves a wee speedy up it until this bloody tide changes? Because I'm keen as I've been to see these 10 underground tanks get filled all the way up. And look at that, the beavers got this bad lad in just as the tide changed. Now let's see the water falling. And before too long, we'll see the bloody slurpers automatically slurping all of the water up. Look, they got heaps already. Now what we do need to do is unpause this second hauling post. I was going to say pause these bonus builders huts, but if there's low priority jobs gone and what? Hang about? What the bloody speedy up bit just happened there? How have we got so many beavers all of a sudden? We must have had heaps of bends that I didn't notice and they've all grown up. Well, in that case, crack along, beavers. Now I'm going to get back in my little viewing platform, which means clicking underneath, getting chucked on the top, and then getting on the tippity top so I can slowly but surely watch all of these get filled up. I mean, surely these beavers, especially because I've got it all selected by haulers, won't take very long at all to get this full to the absolute brim. Abrupt camera angle change so you can see the beavers flashing about at the top left and the warehouse filling up at the bottom right. Now, is it just me or is there a lot of beavers flying past this particular one? I thought they'd fill this one up first because it's right at the bottom of the ladder stack, but different that. Maybe beavers are filling up other warehouses first for some reason. I love seeing the AM and the Fireside favourites and the odd Cupcake tail flash by on the up left, like. It's a proper treat for the eyes. Alright, this tank hasn't shifted for a little while. Well, it's not quite full, is it? Surely you've got a bit more to chuck in there, beavers. But look where all these haulers are gone. There's a bit of water in this one, 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 and in this one! Oh, hello, thirsty beaver. That's where all the beavers are dying. They're coming down here for a bloody drink. That makes sense. And yeah, now those 18 beaver babbies I spied earlier have grown up. Let's get them hauling even more water. I mean, I am assuming that these are filling up. Yeah, they're not all empty. Well, that first one I clicked wasn't empty. Oh, now there's some of these that aren't empty. More haulers, we'll get that sorted. And I'm seeing we're stuffed pepperoni bakery here has run through the corn. And I'm also seeing that we've got a heap of radishes knocking about on the tippity top here. So let's use the handy dandy crop override planty tool. And this tippity top layer, gonna be corn. Now the tomatoes, we're still not maxing with storage on, so all of this is staying tomato. And am I seeing that right? We got 211 metal blocks! Woohoo! Delete a U. And finally, I mean seriously peeps, absolutely finally, after quickly sorting out access so beavers can finish this lot here, we can actually unlock and plop down the large smelteroonie. I absolutely cannot wait for this bad lad to get in. And I didn't even care that there's a bad tide coming. You know what that means to me? We can continue slurping with bad water, even though... Why aren't you slurping? Oh, yous have just woke up. Gifter the Grafter is nowhere near his slurping station. Looking at me as to go all the way down here just to start slurping up the bad water. And then he's starving and he has to go all the way back here. But I'm not worried about that. I want to see this last bit of power get smashed in. Yeah, now there's a couple of camera angle changes during the speedy up bit. I kept forgetting to pop things in to facilitate this getting built. But now that these are all in and spinning, I can delete these platforms that I forgot to put in. Ask the beavers very politely to pick them up with a quickness. And while they're there, reconnect the power. And maybe also connect the power. Alright, one last speedy up bit over here, but we're doing a proper first person beaver speedy up bit this time. And it's as easy as that. We've got all our spinny wheels in, and thanks to the bad tide that we've got, we're still spinning. Now to make use of two of these, we have to build the large smelter. Alright, so now we've got a 15-day drought, 7.2k food, and 19k water. Now let's dive through the wall here, get into first beaver perspective, and have a proper ganders of how full all of these... Oh, bloody MiGly mate. As I was saying before I fell out the map, have a bit of a ganders of how full all 10 of these tanks are. Oh, sorry if you just got jump scared like I did by the full tank. But anywho, it looks like we've got 2 chocker block tanks and a handful of decently moist tanks. With at least 20 minimum priority jobs on the crack, I'm unpausing the rest of these builders here. I'd much rather have builders than bonus excess haulers. Especially since we have 20 haulers at all times anywho. Ooh, would you look at this? Our tapper shacks are in. Ooh, that reminds us. I need to tell them to stop cutting trees up here. I tell you what, they're making fair drinking progress on the big tree, like. And looking at our log storage here, we need to sort out our log rate. We're gonna be fresh with the logs in 13 days. That's before this bad tide ends. Now, thankfully, our canal is 3 wide in most places, so we can pop bonus lumberjack flags on this side. And would you look at this? For the first time in Fireside, we've got the large smelter up and running. We can start proper chooching out some smelting blocks. Does mean we might have to up the amount of workers in here, but I definitely fancy giving beavers lots and lots of injuries. Oh, 30 well-being? Ye beavers must be happy as Larry in your fancy hoosing estate like. Let's see what yous are so happy about. Not everybody's copping the fire. We're gonna have to sort that out like. Looks like our beavers are getting a healthy juice supply, an half-decent food supply. And those campfire numbers are horrendous. We need to sort that out, like we actually need to properly sort that out. We need more contemplation spots. I can do that. And I can't believe all the beavers aren't getting affected by this. Maybe the breezy I can understand, but I'm pretty sure the rest of this year we have like directly on top of the hoosing estate. And look at those shocking scratcher numbers. Right, well our here is officially back scratching alley. You know what? Back scratchers alley even gans into the inside edges of the canal. With some braziers on either side. See now beavers, that's a high priority job. Get amongst that for your own sake. Oh, we're starting to make fair dinkum progress down here. I can probably start deleting a lot of these little platforms and plopping in our hangs. Now I must admit I'm seeing our canola situation absolutely chock-a-block. So once again, let's get the plant override tool out. Plant some more corn. And the Beaver Council have decided that this needs to get blown down 2 whole blocks. Because if you look at the rest of this, we've got 4, 4, 4, and then bloody 3. Get that blown up, and get 4 sets of 4 on the crack. And I'm whipping out another speedy up bit until we get the entire tree platforms in. I'm bloody keen as a bean. I tell you what, you can see from this angle loads bonus lumberjack flags doing their graft and absolutely chippity chopping these trees, dude. I popped 2 more bonus lumberjack flags, dude, because I had to unpause 2 bloody lumber mills there because we're fresh out of planks. We're also running dangerously low on wood. But with trees coming along, you know. I'll tell you what, with this much of the tree in, I think it's about time to come out the speedy up bit. And for the top layer, if naught else, we can whip out our fancy modded overhang levee platforms and just plonk these bad lads in here. All the way round. Alright, I've went round and paused all the way round, apart from these last 2 here. So why didn't we plonk ourselves on top of these fancy new overhangs here? Until those 2 overhang levees are in. It didn't take very long at all, did it? And the reason I'm only doing it until those 2 are in is because it's going to be a proper manual process. So I'm honestly just going to sit on speed 4 and unpause these as I can. Cycle 25 has ended. We're into cycle 26 now, and we've basically got all these levees in. The only one we didn't have in is the one I purposely left out, because that's where all of the wood was hanging about. Oh, there needs to be a levee here. Oh, I don't have to put a levee there. I can just fill it back up with dirt. There we're gone. Easy peasy. And what do you look at this here? We've got a beaver banging away on the bus there. Get it in. Last 2 metal blocks. Get it in, beavers. See, now there's no excuses for you not having your back scratched. All your brazier buffs. And coming out of that, 19k water, 7.5k food. We came out there with more food than we went in, and we lost like 1k water, if that. Now I suspect that's thanks to our lovely juices that we've got going on here. There might not be much, but that's only because beavers love to slurp it up. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead, place loads of little overhang levees, and I'll catch back to you when these are all in. Close up kaboom. Yeah, now we're going to be popping a real casual ladder on there, along with a little connecting path. Now, you know what, actually? We do have this big tree problem where we got no wood whatsoever. Why don't I fill in these gaps here at the bottom with a bit of dirt? Plant some more oaks, you know. I was going to do something fancy with it, but I changed my mind. It gives the beavers something to do while they're trying to get their wood in these overhang levees here. There shouldn't be a platform in here. Let's delete this. I don't think we need this dirt either. Oh. Yeah, now we might have needed that dirt, but I'm going to do a little silver lining and move it out one. Alright peeps, this is it. We have all of the rings in. We have a watertight little tube here. The only thing I want to do is delete this ladder stack for the 2nd time. Ask Beavers very politely to plop it back on with the ladders facing the correct direction, which is the direction they were facing the first time. And once they get up to this level, I want them to pop that little bit of dirt in there. And then once they make it up to this level here, I want them to absolutely cover it in dirt. Oh, wow! I clearly do not have a full grasp of how far this dirt can go off. Oh, because it's extended 6 and then it can come 3 off after that. Alright, so I take that back. I do know how far it can come out. I just bloody forgot, didn't I? Now that does mean I could have made this a hell of a lot cheaper, but I didn't, did I? I tell you what, like, this is absolutely wild. I mean, proper wild, like. But anywho, beavers, while I was faffing about plopping those down, not realising that certain bits of the buildings are blocking this, hey, it is the joys in it. And I have a feeling our 216 dirt that we have stored up is near gonna be enough for this. So let's unpause you, Mr. Dirt Excavator. And since we're all the way up to 9k food and 27k water, why didn't we go round the back of this housing estate and unpause every last house? And then just to make sure we have a quick scroll, we've got naught paused. Our fancy pants housing estate is fully realised for the first time. Look at it from top to bottom. It's a bloody beaut, isn't it? You know what? I wonder if I could get on top of these little bit pumps here and actually get a proper mad little view of it. Oh, I can't look at that housing estate there. And look at that overhang that was built while I was doing the whole speed 30, getting the... Those levees in there. And the overhang was built and I planted loads of capsicums on there. They sort of blend in with the tomatoes, you know. But we were really running low on bell peppers. One thing we are no longer running low on is apples. So get juice in those apples, because I do love a bit of apple juice myself, and oh damn! We're doing a fair dinkum job of juicing up this stuff like, and soon we'll be switching on the final press. You know what, let's check on the beaver's progress at doing underground here. Oh, bloody not bad! It's definitely time for a bit of a path extension. Ah, look at this. We got a beaver down here. I wonder if I can get down and see them. Oh, hey, beavers. I'm stuck on the top, but I managed to see it explode. I love your tail, mate. Proper EM number. And I managed to fall through somehow. Go on, mate. Tell us you're the last beaver. Oh, no, you're not. All right, come on, mate. Tell me you're the last beaver. You're going to bang it in and blow it up. Oh, no, but he's got to blow. No, he's not. All right. I swear doing these beavers are absolute edgelords. Like, what about ye? Not they one's blowing anything up. I just want to say something and kaboom. Oh, yeah, we're gone. This beaver's not edging, he's got it. Oh. And now you can understand English, Emberpelt. I already knew how you have to be the last one, pal. What? You have blown up all of this? I've just been waiting for these two to get blown up. Alright. Surely. The cupcake tail let us down. Alright. Surely. Alright, surely. You didn't have anything in your hand. Yes, he's blanging and blowing. It was always worth it. And it was a cupcake tail in the end. I'll tell you what, though. I could have just stood over here and seen heaps more progress in that same amount of time. But anywho, we'll leave the beaver builders banging and blowing in that little hole there. Because I want to check on our little tree. How's it coming along? Did you get up to here to pop this bit of dirt in? Yes, did. Now you know what that means, didn't you, beavers? It's time to plant the tree. Ooh, and I'm glad I noticed this. No dirt inside the water tank. Thank you very much, Lee. But before we put a lid on this, I want to open this sluice and see how much water has been held in the pressurized canal. Hey, that's not a bad amount, that is it? For one little canal's worth, we filled it nigh on up to the second ring here. Although that does mean for the next 10.2 days, we don't have any pressure in the canal. Well, technically we've got a bit of pressure here, but it's minimal to say the very least. Although we do have bad water pushing out the back of the map and nice green growable land on top of it. I love these. Whoa, hang about. Why? I was just about to say I love these contamination barriers, but why? There's a contamination barrier there, pal. So I ask again, why? It's even weirder because it's only this one little tile here. The tomatoes either side of it are tickety-boo. Well, let's have a look down our layers here, see if there's any bit of blockage or wood layering going on. No, it's dirt all the way down. And the sluice here is on the third block along, which is where the old tops are, so if we go up, that's there. So yeah, now, if you know why this one square is contaminated, please let me know, because I have no idea. What I do have an idea about is spending the next 10 days with the hood off on speed 4. Doing a mad speedy up bit, watching all of this dirt for the tree get banged in. Oh, and I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but this is episode 15, which means we're going to get a time lapse at the end of the episode for the last 5 episodes worth of building, including this big owl tree here. And keep your eyes on the spiral staircase when it changes from day to night. The beavers bloody fly up that spiral staircase. And I do believe we've got a new cycle, cycle 27, and look at the tree progress we've made. Now this tree here is the fix to all of our issues. Or at least our lack of wood issue. Because we're gonna plant all the oaks here and chop them all down. And for some reason, there's no forester access to like this tree here. It does explain why there's no trees planted there, but there definitely should be. Get deleted, pal. And get replopped around the corner here a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna have to go out a little bit further because of the bloody collision with the dirt on top. And yeah, now fair dinkum, that is a collision. But now we can see all the way around this corner. We can still see all the way up here. And old mate can see the rest. Absolutely perfect. Alright, maximum priority, get that gun, beavers. And when you look at this, the might of our entire housing estate only leaves us with 6 vacancies. That's with 3 of these bad lads overrunning. All out to bat! I see you've been enticed back by our fancy housing estate and enjoyed our Fireside favourite tail painter. You know what, while we're over here, why don't we do a little sprint about? Quickly hop out of the campfire and check in. Oh, that's right, I can't go down here. Not unless I be a sneaky beaver and plonk myself on the top. Oh, this is a layer and level that you're never supposed to see. Like, I'm technically inside the dirt right now, which is why I think there's no dirt existing. What a view! But yeah, now from here you can see the extent of what we have planned. Like, it is a huge bit of explosion that we're popping along here. And we're making fair dinkum progress. Oh, I tell you what, this is a freaky little view of the big tree, like, innit? You've just got the void beneath you. The odd tank you can look at. You know, can I reach that tank? No, but I cannot. I tell you what, like, our 4 beavers blasting away in the dart excavator. They've got their work cut out for them. Like, the beaver builders and haulers must be tearing the dirt out of there the second it's brought up from the ground. But look at these. With the exception of this 4 block here, where I'm going to pop one of these in if we need it. Because like I say, I can't actually... Oh, I can. I can see that they can't reach there at all, Ari, so we do need it. But instead of being silly and putting the forester down on this level, why didn't I put the forester on this level? I can see that he can... Oh, he can't even see everything. You know what? That's alright. Because we've got the canal blocks here. And on top of those canal blocks where we're not growing any trees, we can plop a ladder stack down. And that gives Old Mate access to this bottom ring. Now I just need to see if Old Mate at the top can see what the bottom one can't. Not quite. We need a 3rd laddie. I think there's only 1 spot for this 3rd laddie, unfortunately. Now, I'd love to put it here, but computer says no, so we're popping it here. And for no reason in particular, I have the sudden urge to fill this little block up with water. Couldn't explain it to you if I tried. Yeah, now, beavers, would you be so kind and get that tree ripped out of the ground right now, so don't forget to pop an impermeable floor on here. Thank you very much, Lee. And please, beavers, get the impermeable floor on before you blow it up. That would be ideal. Hang on, why's the water? Why's the water? What's happening? Whoa, 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 oh, it's just overflowing. Oh no, it's not a problem per se, because I was gonna seal it up anyway, I just totally forgot. The only issue being, all of this dart's maximum priority. So let me just create a little ring around the edge here of not maximum priority dirt. And with that all set up, the only bit of maximum priority dirt action should be the middle of the top here, or at least that they can reach. But for now, emergency measures, close this loose, and stop the flooding. Oh! Beavers, what did I tell you about getting that metal block in first? What did I tell you? Because look at the... Oh! We at least have some builders' huts. Right, what's maximum priority on this map? Because that little metal block needs to be it. And that metal block is feasibly the only thing beavers can build, because we've got next to knee dart for this lot. And, well, it's not flooded, but it very soon will be. Oh, along with all the beavers over here. Alright, this is absolutely terrible, this. And I'm going to plonk myself on top of the mountain and witness it all happen. Basically, I'm just going to wait until the flooding stops, because then I know that the beavers have got that 1 metal block in. Woohoo! Alright, so now the beavers don't. 140 beavers are wet fur. Oh, ho, ho. Get yourselves doing the campfires and dry off, beavers. I'm so sorry. I know ye Emberpelts hate wet fur. And I just saw flooded building icons. I'm pretty sure that these underground tanks here were flooded, you know. Aye, look! They were getting filled with flood water. You know, it just come out of a decent little drought. That's a nice bit of water storage. I am very, very happy with that. And you know what I haven't checked yet? With all of these automated water slurping away. What's our efficiency like? 7%. 7%! Is that because we're just flooding? It is going up. Let's give it a bit of a speed 4. See how 29%. That is bloody terrible, that. We need to sort this out. How are all of these water bloody wheels here not making enough power for, you know, just a modest amount of automated slurpers? Oh, and by the looks of things, oh, that is quite flooded in it. It's still up to the top. But it does mean we've got loads of water in our underground tank here. Or none. Now I'm just waiting for contaminated beavers to start flopping up me, like. I hope I don't have any, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, and the beavers are making decent little progress up here, even if they are just standing about, being like, I've got an out today, I'm flipping between being homeless and living in a mini lodge. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Good on ya, Vanya. Let's see if you shift during a speedy up bit while we get the rest of the top of this. Oh, no. It floods every time we put a new block in. But as I was saying, get the rest of the tippity top of this big tree in. Well, with that in, and a brand new drought started, we can dive into a tank here and permanently open this sluice. Now, we'll let some water out, but this is now a sealed pressurised system, so the canal should stay mostly pressurised. Oh, I didn't quite realise what level I was on there until I went down and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, we've got dirt on dirt on dirt up here. Anywho, we've got 16 days, and beavers, your task is to get this all up and running. Oh yeah, I should probably put this path back on as well, shouldn't I? Should be nice to the beavers, eh? Alright, so for the tree, I've got a lumberjack flag who can see everything they need to see. I've plumped down a ladder and a forester so we can see everything on all of these levels here. It's going to be absolutely grand. We're going to grow so many oaks up here. And cut them all down. And I'm trying to think which way is the best angle. And I reckon it's simple. Top down's the best angle myself. Like, keep it simple, keep it satisfying. That's the goal here on the MiGly Plays channel. But this little top down speedy up bit is also going to double up as the end of episode speedy up bit. So if you don't want to wait until next week to see what the tree looks like from a non-top down angle, you're going to have to stay tuned and enjoy this speedy up time-lapsey bit at the very end. But I will say I'm kinda happy with the progress we've made this episode. We managed to unpause the entire housing estate. All of our food and water numbers just keep gunning up. I feel like I may have actually learnt my lesson from my previous mistakes. Imagine that! MiGly learning from his mistakes. Although who knows, by the time the speedy up bit ends, we might be in dire straits once again. Well, that's a problem for future MiGly. And just in case I forget to mention it in the next episode, I did pop down a whole new dot excavator because, well, you know, we really needed it for this build.
Don't forget the time-lapse editor, MiGly. Don't forget it.